The four roles every parent plays and why knowing them changes everything. Nobody warned you that parenting doesn't stay the same. 1 minute you're cutting grapes into tiny pieces so your toddler doesn't choke, and the next you're texting your teenager asking if they got home, and they reply 4 hours later with yeah. And somewhere in between those moments, things start to feel confusing. Am I supposed to step in, step back, say something, stay quiet? Because here's the truth most parents don't realize. If you don't change your role as your child grows, you risk pushing them away without even meaning to. And today, we're fixing that. In this video, we're breaking down the four roles every parent naturally moves through as their child grows up, from protector to consultant. And more importantly, you'll learn why understanding these roles changes everything about your relationship with your child. Because parenting isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right thing at the right stage. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you are, what to shift, and how to build a relationship that actually gets stronger as your child gets older, not weaker. Hey guys, welcome back to Her Sphere. I'm so glad to have you here. Please can you like the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And let's get straight into the video. Why parenting roles change. Here's something simple but powerful. Your job as a parent has always been the same, to raise a human who can function without you. But how you do that changes completely depending on their age. When they're little, they need you for everything. But as they grow, the goal is actually for them to need you less. And yes, that's beautiful and a little heartbreaking. If you don't adapt, you fall into one of two traps: holding on too tightly or stepping back too soon. And both can damage a relationship in ways you don't see until later. Role 1, the protector, ages 0 to 7. In the early years, your role is simple. You're the protector. You keep them safe, fed, warm, and emotionally secure. You make every decision. You are their entire world. And this stage matters more than people realize, because your child's brain is literally developing around how safe and seen they feel with you. This is where confidence begins. This is where emotional security starts. But here's the catch. If you stay in protector mode for too long, you don't raise a secure child, you raise a dependent one. Role 2, the coach, ages 7 to 12. As your child grows, your role shifts from protector to coach. Now it's not about controlling their world, it's about helping them navigate it. Instead of saying, do this, you start asking, what do you think you should do? This is where confidence is built, not from winning, but from trying, failing, and figuring things out. And this is where many parents struggle, because the instinct is to jump in and fix everything. But coaching isn't about fixing, it's about guiding, and sometimes stepping back just enough to let them learn. Role 3, the mentor, age 12 to 18. Then comes the hardest shift of all, the teenage years. Because your child doesn't want a boss anymore, they don't even really want a coach. What they need is a mentor, someone who listens more than they do. Someone who shares wisdom without forcing it. Someone who stays close, even when they pull away. This stage is about identity. They're figuring out who they are, what they believe, and where they fit. And your job isn't to control that process. It's to stay connected through it. Role 4, the consultant 18 plus. And then the role no one prepares you for, a consultant. Your child is now an adult. They make their own decisions, and you are no longer in charge. This is where many relationships break down, because parents struggle to let go of control. But the consultant doesn't control. They advise when asked. They support even when they disagree. And here's the truth: the parents who master this stage are the ones whose adult children actually call them, visit them, and want them in their lives. When friendship begins. So, when do you actually become friends with your child? Not when they're young. That's a trap. Children don't need a best friend. They need a parent. But later, something shifts. In their mid to late 20s, if the earlier stages were handled well, the power dynamic fades, and what's left looks a lot like real friendship. They call you to share good news. You disagree, and it's okay. You spend time together because you want to. That's the goal. Not just raising a child, but raising someone you genuinely like. What happens when you don't adapt? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most parenting problems don't come from bad intentions. They come from being stuck in the wrong role. Protect too long, and you create anxiety and dependence. Coach too long, and your teen stops opening up. Mentor too long, and your adult child pulls away. Not dramatically, but slowly. Less calls, less sharing, more distance. And it leaves you wondering what went wrong. Because awareness is the moment everything can start to change. Final thoughts. Parenting isn't a fixed role. It's a moving one. You will be different versions of yourself at every stage, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. Because when you understand the role your child needs right now, you stop fighting the process and start working with it. And if you get that right, you don't just raise an independent adult, you build a relationship that lasts a lifetime. One that evolves instead of breaks. So, where are you right now? Are you protecting, coaching, mentoring, or learning to let go? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and these conversations matter more than you think. And if this helped you see parenting differently, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because the more we understand this, the better parents and people we become. To learn more about this topic, check out the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.